Hey everyone, I'm Stephanie Brinkerhoff with Hair and Makeup by Steph, and I'm here with Kenra Professional to walk you guys through a short hair updo that's simple enough to do on yourself. So I'm going to be demonstrating this look on my own hair today. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is switch my part to a center part. So this is going to be more of a classic bun here in the back. So a center part is going to make this feel a little bit more modern and current. If you want a more traditional or classic look, you can definitely do a side part. I'm going to do a center part, so I'm going to go in with some of the Kenra Volume Mousse, and I'm going to apply this just right at the scalp here in the front where I'm wanting to change my part. You can also wet your hair down a little bit if you feel like it's not going to cooperate. Okay, and then I'm going to get that blow dried towards my face. Okay, and then I'm just cleaning up this part a little bit. Okay, so this is just what you're going for, super simple. Okay, so because my hair is so silky and it's pretty thick, I want to really add some texture in here and make it a lot easier to work with. I'm going to start by using a texturizing iron. So I'm mostly going to do this in the back and on the ends. My ends are obviously really blunt, which is often the case with short hair. So the texturizing iron is going to help make those feel more fluffy and just be easier to work with. Okay, so I'm just going to clip off the top half for now and just focus this in the back. Okay, so I didn't really do any on the sides here. I'm mostly just focusing in the back, and then I'll go ahead and work my way up. Okay, and then I'm going to leave my top layer just to kind of help hide that crimp pattern. And then I'm going to take my flat iron and just turn the ends under. So once again, this will just help make my hair easier to work with. Okay, now I'm going to go in and get some product at my roots. This is the Kenra Dry Volume Burst 3. I'm going to be very liberal with this. I'm going to be using quite a bit. And I'm doing this all throughout my hair. This is really going to help with the volume and getting my bobby pins to stay. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the second volumizing product, this time the Kenra Volumizing Powder. And I'm just going to pump that in at the roots. Mostly focusing this one through the crown. Okay, now I'm going to go in and get some back combing through the bottom half. So I'm sectioning out from the parietal ridge up, going to leave that out. And then everything down here, I'm just going to get back combed at the roots. And then I'm going to spray with the Kenra Volume Spray 25 to get that back combing locked in place. Okay, and I'm making sure to take this back combing all the way down to the bottom in the back. Okay, and then my last step before I get anything pinned is I'm going to get some texture through the ends now. So I'm going to go in with the Kenra Volumizing Spray Clay and just spray this all throughout my hair. Okay, then I'm just going to comb my fingers through this. And my first step with pinning is going to be getting the crown pinned. So I'm going to go ahead and just skim the top. I'm leaving out this hair around my face. So I'm just going to skim the top and get that brought together in the back right at my occipital. Okay, so I just have a little bit of volume at the crown and I've got everything pinned in the back. Okay, now I'm going to gather everything else except for the hair that I want to leave out around my face and bring that to the center in the back. And it's going to get twisted in one direction. So I'm going to twist everything from left to right. You can do right to left, whatever feels more comfortable to you. If you begin doing this and it feels like it's too chunky or too heavy, then go in and add some more of the spray clay, and that's going to help give it some texture and make it easier to work with. Okay, once you get that secure, the next step is to just go in and deconstruct it to add a lot of texture to it. So I'm going to add more texture through my crown, but then also through the bun itself. Okay, then once everything is secure in the back, I can just go ahead and detail these pieces around the face. And then at this point, I'm just going to double check, make sure everything's looking good. If you have a couple pieces that fall out in the back, you can always pin them up or you can just leave them for a more natural look.